Welcome back. This is Dive Current. My name is Steve Luchon. Let me ask you a question. What do dill pickles and rebreathers, or rebreather canisters, have in common? I know it's a strange question. Some of you may have already picked up on it. The answer is vinegar. Vinegar is very helpful for both. I happen to like a good dill pickle, especially a real sour one. And this particular batch here is actually from my garden from last year. Let's take a bite. Very good. But how can vinegar help your rebreather? Well, if you have used granular SORB for any length of time, you've probably noticed a buildup in the canister. And this buildup can be very frustrating. It gets really ugly, but it can also start causing some issues. For instance, for me, I am able to use what's called an EAC. It's an extended air cartridge. Well, that buildup was getting so bad that the cartridge was actually getting stuck in the canister here, and it wasn't very good. So I had to do some cleaning. This is not my idea. I actually stole this idea from a friend of mine who I'm sure found it from somebody else. I went online and did a little research myself as to the ratio, but I use a 4-to-1 ratio. 4 parts water to 1 part vinegar. I simply put it in the little bath that I made for my rebreather canister here. So we'll pour that on in. And anything that has that caked up SORB on it, I will take and give it a nice little bath. You could use something a little bit deeper of a reservoir than I have here. This is all I have available. But what I do is every 15-20 minutes I come and I'll just rotate it like so. You say, how long do you leave it? It took about 35-40 minutes for it to get completely clean. It might take you less or more, I guess, just depending on how much it's caked on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back in a little bit and we are going to see how our cleaning process went. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss it. By the way, if you'd like to completely eliminate this mess of caked on SORB, then if your rebreather can take it, which mine can, most of them can't, by the way, the Optimas do. The EAC is manufactured. It does not have any dust, so you will not have that buildup. But I understand that cost is an issue with a lot of people, and sometimes this is just the cheaper method, and some people just trust this method, and that's okay. That's why we're making this video. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Let's let this thing do its job. Meanwhile, I'm going to go enjoy me some of this pickle. While we're waiting for that to get clean, I figure I'd take a second to remind you about my first ever live stream giveaway event that'll be held July 9th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So put it in your calendar. In order to qualify for one of the 4 dive lights I'll be giving away, you simply have to be subscribed to the channel and be here for that event. And by the way, I'll most likely be giving away more than just 4 lights, but we just have to see how many people log on. I also have some t-shirts and hats to give away. It's going to be an exciting time. See you there. All right, let's check our progress. Like I said, I did rotate this just to make sure that it was fully saturated and was able to get cleaned by the vinegar water solution. And let's take a look at our progress. So what I like to do is, of course, take it out, and I will actually rinse this with some fresh water, which we'll do in just a second here. But I like to just kind of check on the progress. And you can see here, man, it looks brand spanking new. Not an ounce of SORB is left on that thing, nothing. It is awesome. It hasn't looked this good since I purchased my rebreather. This is a great option for you. And the leftover, well, now you got your brine for some more pickles. Just joking. Throw that away. You're not going to want to do that. That's a good pickle. Okay, so I cleaned this thing out good. Have some fresh warm water in there. Just give it a good rinse. Probably just use your faucet to do this, but just got that all cleaned up. Rinse it off really good. Once you're happy with that, just take it and let it air dry on a towel or whatever you want. And that's all she wrote. That's it, folks. Okay, you go enjoy your pickles. Have a good day. Dive safe. And I'll see you in the water.